But can we? I'm really freaking out. Can we please talk about
Archibald,
my
when are we
case?
going to talk about my case?
Well, yes, Stephanie, I suppose we could shift gears and talk about that now.
Wait. What do you mean your case?
Well, I'm bringing a case against the city.
And Spiffy, I know you don't understand that I do like to treat all my clients equally, so we've spent some time talking about your case, and now we're going to spend some time talking about Stephanie's case.
Wait, I thought she was your legal aid.
Oh, legal aids can't bring cases against the city?
Whoa, Spiffy. We're living in the 21st century now. You can't go around making accusations such as that.
I just don't want to die.
Well, back to my case. The Sushi Counter restaurant just opened in downtown Gunderson, and I went there for lunch, and I'm almost positive that they're using real crab meat when on the menu it says imitation crab. Now, can we please sue these bastards?
Now, this is a tough one. Crabs, imitation crabs. Oh, that reminds me of something. I caught a nasty case of crabs after that whole doggy dance fiasco I was talking about earlier.
Archibald, were you being naughty?
No. I actually rented the costume from a man named Sean Travis Dennison. I realized only too late that his initials were STD. And he had every venereal disease under God's hot sun.
Hot sun.
So the costume had crabs. You put on the costume. You got crabs, right? Can we figure out this imitation crab thing?
Ooh, well, look who's now suddenly involved.
Yeah. I mean, just the faster we figure this out, the faster we can figure out my thing. So, I mean, I got nowhere to be. So, let's figure it out.
Well, the second time I went to the sushi counter, I was positively certain that they were using real crab, and so I went into the back, and I saw something truly shocking.
Whoa, what did you see?
Well, 3 of the cooks were playing Jenga. And yes, before you ask, they were fully clothed.
Yeah, you don't need to clarify that. Usually when people tell a story or something, I assume that everyone in it is clothed unless otherwise specified. Like I was picturing them fully clothed in my head. Am I right?
Well, for the most part, yes. I may have been picturing one of them shirtless, sweat running down his chest, those chef tattoos they all seem to have, but yeah, mostly I agree with you.
Okay, well, I just like to be specific.
And wait, so what is them playing Jenga? What does that have to do with the imitation crab
Okay,
thing?
well, I'm getting to that. I had the same question as you, so I went down to the Gunderson County Library, and after I made it past the death squads at the front door, I was able to do a little research, and I found out that Jenga was invented by Tanzanian toy maker Leslie Scott and sold to Hasbro in 1986. Now, she's married to Fritz Vollrath, a biology professor at Oxford. He teaches fully clothed, by the way.
Now, that may be true, but I'd wager that there's a TA or a professor training under Vollrath up in front of his pupils teaching naked, perspiring from how passionately he taught his subject. And you might not peg a biologist for the type of fellow who would have a tattoo, but I would wager that this biologist had a playful yet tasteful tattoo of a spider, as that is his area of expertise. Perhaps a web going, I'd say, no further than the midriff. Say his physique is probably more toned than you'd expect from an academic, but then again, he lives an active lifestyle.
Archibald, it's happening again.
Well, thank you, Stephanie, but I wager if you hadn't gotten me started with these godforsaken nudity clarifications, I wouldn't find myself so plagued by these fantastical demons.
How did you know that spiders are his area of expertise?
Well, I'm a lawyer, goddammit.
Yes, well, that's a good point. His specialty is spiders. And do you know what the most common type of crab eaten in the United States is?
The biggest crab in the United States. I'd have to say the biggest crab in the United States is me when I haven't had my morning coffee. Let me pull myself together. Oh, Lord, I am a cut up.
No, she said, what's the most commonly eaten type of crab in America?
Oh, I know, I just couldn't let the opportunity pass me by to
Find a little joy in this world before we die. Well, before you die, Spiffy. Why would you remind me of that?
Blue crabs. That's the most commonly eaten crab in America. And do you know what kind of crab is often caught in blue crab pots?
Blue crabs.
Besides that, it's spider crabs.
Oh, spider crabs. Just like that spider professor we were talking about earlier. Oh, yes, it's all coming together now. One could even imagine the fishermen fishing for those crabs, I believe they're called crab fishermen, pulling in those pots all day long, full of crabs, spider and blue, as we alluded to earlier. Probably gets a little hot out on that boat, might have to take off their shirt as a precaution against heat stroke and exhaustion, that kind of thing. I'd imagine many of them were former naval officers or enlisted men, and being such, they have tattoos of anchors, hearts that say Mom on them. Yes, you'd imagine in the hot, baking Maine sun, rivulets of sweat dripping on their bodies, torn from pulling in crab pots day in, day out.
Hey, wait, I have to interrupt, and I'm sorry. I've been trying to go along with this whole thing. It's getting crazy, though, and I am actually starting to get very concerned that I am going to die. That I'm going to be executed, and I was trying to go along with this theory, the imitation crab theory, because a lot of people have been commenting and have been telling me about my podcast that I've been kind of a downer, that I haven't been giving my guests enough room to explore the material or whatever, and I just want to make a good podcast. And so I try to go along with it, but now I'm starting to go crazy because I think that I'm actually going to die.
Well, I'm sorry, Spiffy. I didn't realize you were so upset.
Yeah, I apologize too. We can always come back to my thing later.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I really appreciate it, and I'm sorry that I'm getting so emotional right now, and I'm just scared and.
Well, excuse me, Spiffy. I'll just take this call, though we can get back to your bullshit there. Hello, you're on the speakerphone with Archibald Broundus, attorney at law.
And Stephanie Slatewater.